Okay, I'm sorry for the terrible angle, but I do not have the best setup for videos just yet. I'm going to be reviewing this little hand washing machine. I've got plenty of diapers to wash, so let's try it out. Also, if you hear Kung Fu Panda playing in the background, it is being used as white noise to keep my child asleep, so that I may do this video. Let's get to washing. Okay, so this is a pretty full load. It's almost to the top, and this is only 5 diapers, but it does have a really big fitted in here, so we will see. It comes with instructions that say, based on how big your load is, the amount of water and amount of detergent to use and the amount of time to spin it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. For full load, it says to do 4 tablespoons of detergent. I like using powder because I feel like with liquid I always use too much. But I am doing a pre-wash first because they are diapers. So this is the first wash. I'll do 1 more wash and then probably 2 rinses, but we'll see. So I'm gonna put the lid on. And let's get started. You don't want to go too fast because then your diapers or whatever you're washing will not actually get clean. You don't want it to all stay on one side of the barrel. You want it to agitate because there is no agitator in this. I feel like this isn't that hard to do. It takes a little bit of effort to push it, but it's really not that bad. It's a really good arm workout, I guess, after 4 minutes of doing this, because I'm doing 2 washes, so that's 2 minutes each. If you have a smaller load, it says you can do it for 1 minute. So I've been doing this for 2 minutes. My arms are a little bit sore, but it's really not that bad. I'm going to attach this little drainage pipe to the bottom here after I move this to my sink and drain it real fast and then be right back. So it is draining. Okay, so when I hooked the drainage pipe onto the washing machine, hand washing machine, it just automatically starts draining it. You push it down a little bit to click it into place and just let it drain. Pretty easy. Okay, so I'm back for wash number 2. A little bit did drip onto my counter once I removed the pipe, but it really wasn't that bad. These do have suction cups on the bottom as well, so whenever you put it on your counter, it might be a little challenging to get it back up, but you can always put something over your counter like a towel if you don't want it suctioning to your counter. It's really good for suctioning to the floor, that way you can wash without it moving around, but I don't really see that as a problem. Round 2, here we go. And we already saw me do this first time, so I'm going to pause the video and get back with you when I'm ready to rinse. So I am going to do 2 rinses just because it's pretty sudsy in there. I may have accidentally used too much detergent. One thing I have to keep in mind, and that you have to keep in mind, is that this is a smaller area, so less detergent will still do the job. You don't need very much at all to get the job done. So I'm gonna rinse this and I will come back with final results. Okay, I'm tired, not gonna lie. I ended up rewashing everything. So what happened was it did not wash as well as I would have liked it the first time, and I think it's because I filled it too full. I do not recommend filling this completely full. I'm sorry I didn't record it all, but my battery's dying, so I am trying to just go ahead and get this all videoed while my daughter is asleep. The pipe is in here, the drain pipe. So what happened was I redid it and I filled it only halfway, and then I did the 2 washes, and I did end up doing 2 rinses, and that worked perfectly. And now my diapers are in the dryer, so once they get out, I'll show you how clean they are. I know it's kind of a little counterproductive, but I kind of need them, so I do not have time to wait for them to dry outside. Otherwise I would have done that. If my stash was bigger, sure, but it's not. So a couple things is just keep this no more than halfway. I'd say this is really good for, in a pinch, washing like an outfit at a time. It's really good if you live in an apartment, or if you're a college student in your dorm or whatever, or even camping. I feel like this is perfect. The lid on it does make it top heavy, so it likes to sit upside down. I do have a little bit of a problem of these side knobs falling off, but it does not affect it in any way. It stays together. Maybe super glue these in, but it's really hardly anything at all though. It's just a minor thing. It does not affect its washing ability. Is it worth it? Absolutely. It cleans, it does what it's supposed to. I personally feel like it's better than putting everything in a tub and hand washing that way. This is less overwhelming for me. Just having, if I see like a big thing that needs cleaned, like a massive tub full of dirty clothes, that's too overwhelming for me. Just putting it in here, this is a lot less stressful for me. So that's why I like this. Another thing is whenever you go to undo the top, be careful with this, because this will hurt you if you have your hand like this when you open it up, because it just flings up because it's a pressure seal. So be sure to keep your hand out of the way. Yeah, it hurts. I do think it's worth it. It's really affordable in my opinion. It's only, this one was $55 or $56. They had a green one that was $58. I don't know why the green one would be more expensive than this one. Honestly, I think this one's prettier. And then they had a pink one, but I don't remember the price on the pink one. I think it was the same as this one. But also, my kids, my older 2, really want to do this. And maybe they can wash their own clothes someday. You want to hear the whooshing. That's what cleans it. If you're going too fast and you're not hearing anything, you're not washing your clothes. My husband wanted to, he's like, I'm gonna make this easier for you and just attach a drill to this. I was like, no, I don't want it to go fast. I want it to wash my clothes. I don't want it to go fast. It's only a couple minutes. It's 2 minutes for wash time, but actually, I wouldn't do a full load, so really it's only 1 to 1.5 minutes depending on your load size. It comes with the directions on how long, with the load size, the amount of detergent and everything else. I will be sure to come back and show you how clean my diapers are once they are dry. 10 out of 10, I recommend this. It's so cute. It's worth it to me. And that's my review.